It's a new day and a new week, and we have frosted glass. We finished this last night, and now we get to actually see what it looks like in the daytime, although we are dealing with the May gray June gloom, so it's not up to its full blockage, but it actually looks pretty good. There's a few spots though. This panel right here, I think we need to redo it because I got a little cocky with the first one. The first one went a little too well, and then when I went to this one, I noticed that there was still a lot of little chips and stuff from the old vinyl around the perimeter, and so it wasn't sealing properly. And there's even some spots where I cut too much, and you can actually see like right there, it bleeds through, and so that panel will probably need to be redone. In the meantime, getting this one prepped because now that I've learned from the other window, I'm scraping this for a third time and just making sure that everything is as clean as possible, so that way we have the flattest and cleanest of surfaces to adhere this frost to. But we also made heaps of progress here. Look at that, we have a countertop. So this morning, before we throw our backs out doing whatever else we're gonna do for the day, we decided to put this in here and got it settled, leveled, and measured on each side. There is a little bit of a gap, so we just wanted to make sure everything was uniform. Put a little bit of construction adhesive around this edge, at least where we could. This thing is pretty heavy, so I imagine it's going to stay where it's at. And then we also put the backsplash right here up against the wall, so everything is curing right now. And once that's done, what we want to do is seal the surfaces right here. So we got some really high grade sealant, and before we do anything else like putting in faucets and the mirror and all other sort of things, we're going to get this all nice and sealed up, so that way it stays looking fresh and that we don't have any issues with staining or anything like that, because this is actually quartz. I thought it was granite, but it's actually quartz, and so quartz can sometimes seep in stains and things like that, but we're gonna seal that as much as we can first, so that way we don't have that issue in the future. Well, now that the worst is behind us, we're really gonna be moving on this thing. I'm really hoping by the end of the long weekend that we will have a fully completed, assembled, and ready to use vanity mirror, the whole shebang. So we got the countertop sealed, and so that needs to cure for 24 hours, so we can't really do much on the top, but while that's curing, I am doing as much as I can down below. So we have the sink drains installed and siliconed in, so they're right there, they're curing, and now with those cured, I can actually go down below here and finish up the drain side of things, so at least get this part right here connected to the drains right there. However, there's a bit of a problem already. So I had gotten these P-traps from Home Depot, so that way they thread on and off. We can clean this whenever we need to. However, when you put it in here and line it up to the drainage right there, you can see there is a huge gap. So we need to fill that gap because we don't want this to be a water feature. So I need to find either a new P-trap that has this portion that's like 6 or 7 inches taller, or we need to find some kind of extension so that it can actually connect up to the drain. Things are coming together under the hood. We got some extensions right here from Home Depot. Quick trip over there, and I got this side all cut up and glued. And now I'm working on this side, which is cut up, so everything is fitted together and lined up more or less. So now I just need to take this all apart and then piece by piece glue it all together, and then we'll have a drain. I think that's about all I can do under here for today. Tomorrow we can actually test this because this is also siliconed. It needs 24 hours to cure, so I can't dump any water through it yet and make sure that everything is all watertight, but I'll do that at the same time that I do the faucets up top here. Also have to wait for that. So I think we're gonna be done down here, but I think we can move along to the top half right here, stuff that's above the counter. So we have the mirror that's ready to go, and then we have the medicine cabinet, which has been sitting over there. It was covered in dust, so that's out on the back patio and getting cleaned up. And so we'll probably get the big mirror on first, and then we can fit that, and then we're almost there. I can see me in the picture. That means the mirror is installed. This bathroom has had a huge transformation in just the last day or so. Almost everything is ready to go. We still need to caulk all of the backsplash right there and then on top. And then of course we need the faucets. That'll be done tomorrow. Also got the medicine cabinet installed as well and cleaned up, so now it looks brand new. Still have to put the shelves in, of course. Happy Sunday! and we got some furniture. Yesterday we went to Home Depot. Not only did we have to get a few things for the plumbing, but there was also a sale on a particular patio set that we actually had our eyes on for about a month or so now, and the price dropped $250, so we jumped on that. So last night at like 1 in the morning I finished putting these together, so they're just sitting outside for now. Well, except this one, of course. This was the last one to go outside, but little cat over there who just left it. It's been her napping seat all morning. Still have the actual table to do. That's this long flat piece right here, but we'll get to that soon. But in the meantime, we're finishing up this now that everything has been sealed. It's been sitting and curing for 24 hours now. So what I'm doing now is caulking everything. So I got this seam done just now. Now I need to do another one up top right here. And then while that's curing, we should be able to put in the faucets. Hooray! Lines work, holds water. Looks pretty dry to me. I think we have a successful install. Everything is working. Alright, we got both of them installed and successful, although maybe you can hear it, maybe you can't. Maybe you can see it, maybe you can't. These were both filled up and plugged. This one's holding. This one is slowly draining. This was the first one that I siliconed in, so maybe there's like a little pinhole or something behind it, in which case it's not actually sealed, which is a bummer because that means I have to take that out and re-silicone everything. So, I don't know. Maybe we'll live with that for a little bit, maybe not. At least we got one out of the two. This one is solid. And now we finally have a fully usable, functional vanity. And already moved in, got everything in here. It is chock full of stuff. And now there's no more boxes there. And yeah, ignore that box right there. But it's amazing, quite frankly. It's hard to believe that this is actually done now. We've been working on this thing for months. It's crazy. And now we can finally close the book on the vanity and be done with this master bathroom. Ignore this half though.